All right. Well, since I have you guys here, we might as well do question of the day, and that is this. This is an opinion that somebody had, and they think that politicians should be required to wear NASCAR-style jumpsuits showing all their major sponsors. All their major ones, so not all of them, but just the
That
big.
is easily
that one is
public
different.
that went a
Is
different
it?
way than I thought. It is easy public knowledge who supports who.
Yeah.
I
It
mean,
really is.
Where do you go to?
It's not public knowledge. Because
Yeah.
I don't really care who's in.
Well, that's what I'm
whose
saying. You don't
pockets.
care. Okay.
But I suppose wanting to look for something versus
then
it being
having
broadcast
Yeah.
Yeah.
would be a different result.
Mm.
Well, yeah.
I think it would just be kind of corny and kind of weird, but I get the point of what we're doing.
It's
with
in
that.
their
Mm.
face.
Yeah, not the.
Yeah. This is more embracing, like, okay, this is like embracing the idea that they're being bought, and then therefore we would just know who to like boycott or patronize, in that logic. But me, I prefer a thing to where they can't take lobbyist money. I feel like that is wrong. I feel like that's not what the government. I don't think that was the intention of the government when it was first thought of. It wasn't. I don't think they were like, oh, to become president, you just got to go to the highest, whoever can get the most campaign money and the most sponsorship. Like, I feel like that was not the goal, but that's what it's become. So, if that's where we're at, then I don't see why not.
Yeah, I don't really see why not either, to be honest with you. I'm all for chaos, though, so.
Yeah, like, I don't know. And also boycotting, I don't know if that even does that work? I don't know. It's working towards Bud Light right now.
Is it? I have no idea about
I've heard
Is that
they're
stuff-
saying that their sales have been plummeting
Who?
for weeks, but like,
No, look it back up.
I saw
Well,
some people
it-
saying,
yeah.
like, go woke, go broke, and it was like Disney,
Oh my
Bud Light,
gosh.
and something else. And I was like, are these
Target.
people really broke? Yeah, Target. I was like, there's no way these people
Yeah.
would think that these companies are losing out on that much.
yeah, I don't know.
Stock price, that's what they care about.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it always fluctuates anyway, and there's always something that's going to affect it anyway, but it'll always go back
Mhm.
to
Well, I don't know. Every
Don't
day,
forget, people
the
forget.
headline is Bud Light is still regretting that decision.
I don't
But
think they are.
I don't know. I mean, you may not think they are, but are they? I don't know.
I mean, I don't know.
They had to know.
Yeah.
Like, these companies don't go in this like, oh, nothing's going to happen to us.
Yeah, I think
They know what's going to happen.
I think
They're not idiots.
I think they expect backlash, but I think normal circumstances it tends to fade away. Like people tend to forget, or something else
Yeah.
happens, and then people's concentration goes elsewhere. And I think this is more like, oh, this is actually lingering longer than we thought it would. Like, but
I think companies do miss this all the time where they think something will go a certain way and they underestimate how much or the direction at all that it will go. I think if they could see that, it would always be easy to stay in business forever.
yeah,
I think that
If they had to broadcast every company that they were,
Mhm.
every company that gave them money to vote a certain way,
Mhm.
Organization.
Uh,
Every company.
which is like public record with a lot of
It is.
election
Yeah.
law.
I feel like we'd be trying to avoid everything then. after
Yeah.
that. And it's like, I'd rather just live my life.
Yeah,
Just keep,
yeah,
I'll
'cause-
live in ignorance.
yeah. Because
maybe.
what do you do when? I mean, I guess there's no company that donates to both parties. I'm sure there's some, but
Like ignorance is bliss.
Yeah,
Because there are politicians that'll say like, I won't take any money from them because like I don't want them calling asking for favors.
Yeah.
yeah,
So that does happen
right.
amongst some. Of course, they all take money from different places. Lots
I think
of
it's.
places.
I think it would be helpful for the people that do, or like, oh, I'm not going to buy Bud Light anymore. I'm going to go throw away all my beer. As they use, like, I told you that one day, like I saw like some guy was like sanding off all his Bud Light bottle caps off his bar with a
Yeah.
DeWalt sander,
That's
and as he had like the other kind of like a Blue Moon like advertising. I'm like, if that's your stance, then
Yeah.
you need to look at everything else you're doing or
yeah,
everything else you're supporting.
yeah.
Instead of just like, oh, we just want to be like, part of the trend.
Yeah, to everything you like or everything you buy from, there's a backstory to it that if you were to find out, you would not like. That's everything. That's everywhere. Like, I feel like that's like that's a slippery slope. Like,
Or you might like more.
Or you might like the
or
other way,
maybe,
yeah.
maybe, but I feel like I don't know. I kind of do agree with that. Ignorance is kind of bliss sometimes. Where like it's just better not knowing. Like say like the owner of my favorite sports team. If I find out that they're like a terrible person, that would kind of
Yeah, but you're a fan of the players and like the
Mhm.
team, the culture, the history. You're not a fan of
but
Ricketts.
right.
You know.
Right. It's just one of those things where like I don't want to know, but that's everything though. Like what I'm saying. Like so, I feel like I don't know. I just think the boycotting is not a smart thing because one, I don't think you're really taking money away from someone's pockets. I feel like I don't know. I feel like that's just not the way to go.
I think boycotting is not the worst idea.
Yeah.
Like we're, I think, very much a capitalistic society,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's when companies notice when sales drop a lot, which tends to impact their share price. They sometimes do change course based
Yeah.
off of that.
I
Like,
think it's the easiest way up front to disagree
Mm-hmm.
with what a company's doing.
and because I think it's one of those things where like most people, that there are like titans of different areas, but most people can only do a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But if everyone does a little bit, you can have a big result. Everyone does
Yeah.
what they can. Like
Right.
you might not be able to buy like TV ads boycotting some particular thing, but you might choose, I'm gonna spend my money somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you just feel better about it. They might not ever care or know. But you might feel better
Yeah.
about it. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't support that kind of thing.
Yeah. Good way to look at it. I think it'd be really effective maybe if they wore that suit as they're campaigning before they get a. Yeah, because that's the way they
They can
described
have
it.
behind them,
A
like
NASCAR
a
style jump. Can you
Well, in
imagine?
summer,
The
though,
fire
it's
suit, is
hot.
that what they're called, I think?
Yeah, the
I
fire
think so.
suits.
Yeah. Can you imagine? And then like everything is decked out, like their cars and everything. It's just
They can
gotta
stand in
be.
front of a poster that has all their sponsors on it.
Yeah, but they gotta wear that before they're as they're
Yeah.
campaigning. Like that's what they gotta have. So like I don't know. I think that would be interesting. I think it would be.
Oh, we got a new sponsor. Got to add a new sticker.
I don't know. That might deter them from getting money though.
Yeah, some people don't want it to be broadcast
Yeah.
super wide.
So that actually might deter. I don't think that will affect like the NRA or anything because everybody knows
Right.
that ain't no secret. So there's no point in that. But everything else it might affect though.
Do you know who the number one Republican sponsor is? What sponsor?
Mm-mm.
Budweiser. Anheuser-Busch.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I did not know that. What do you think, Caleb? You think they should wear these?
I'm with what Josh said
Oh,
right
Josh.
away.
Chaos.
Chaos.
I was like, yeah.
It's different,
Let's disrupt it.
which is what I like about it. So yeah, why not?
It's like it wouldn't make a big difference, so I don't think at the end of the day.
I think it would. Because I think a lot of people don't actually take the time to see who is.
Yeah.
What's the word?
So-
It's not sponsor. What is the word? Is it sponsor?
I just think,
Lobby?
I feel like what most people vote on is what other people say, not what the person you're voting for is doing.
Sometimes though, it doesn't take a lot to swing something. I watched a whole documentary on the 2000 election with the whole a little before you guys' time, but it was like the whole dangling Chaz and
Oh,
recounts and all this stuff.
Mhm.
It was like the light version of what happened in 2020, and it was like one county in Florida that swung by 100 votes that tipped the whole course of the presidential election. So sometimes these little things,
Mhm.
sometimes
Add up.
they matter.
Yeah.
Oftentimes they don't.
I think it's an interesting idea.
Me too. I
Yeah.
agree.
Chaos.
I'm okay with it.
All right. Well, there we have it.
I like Josh's version.
But
Oh,
just to be
chaos.
nice, maybe they could wear shorts.